first car that I could actually say that I owned was a 1933 Plymouth three-window coupe freewheeling six-cylinder. I was delivering meat on my bicycle, and I saw this car with weeds growing all around it, and I asked the lady, who, you know, I knocked on the door, and she said, if you want it, you got it. It's yours. So I had my brother tow the car over to my house, where it sat for about 6 months, because I never had a driver's license or anything. And it just sat there, and I would sit in there and sit behind the wheel. And then a friend of mine came over and looked at it and said, hey, well, let's get it running. So he got under the hood and got a battery and got it running, and I drove it twice. And then it sat back in my yard because I couldn't afford the license, insurance, or anything. So that was my first car.
My first car that I actually owned was a 1956 Ford Victoria station wagon. And
was it given to you?
No, I bought it for 50 bucks. And it had a hole in the floorboard so you could see the road underneath it as you go by.
Rust?
Yeah, a lot of rust. But it got me from here to there, you know, so that's all I can. I've never been a big car guy. I mean, my requirement for a car is it has to get you from here and there. The radio has to work, it has to have heat. Other than that,
yeah. He's not a good Mexican.
They're all alike. And I bought a bunch of them. I bought a Porsche SC. That was nice. It was basically a Carmen Ghia with a Porsche engine. And then I bought a Mercedes 280 SE, and I loved that car. It was the first Mercedes with fuel injection, and it was a sedan, but man, it could get up and go, and I loved that car. The girls they wanted to get into a Mercedes. I said, well, there's a little, you know, aptitude test first, and so that was girls really liked Mercedes. They liked the smell of it, you know, and so I was into experiencing that at those days. So Mercedes was basically my pimp.
Well, it was the very first car I bought, brand new, with, you know, cash on the barrel head, was a Citroen Maserati, and it was very ahead of its time. It looks like the Prius now.
Hey, mister, is that your car?
Yeah.
Sure is ugly.
I picked up a hitchhiker in Mexico one time, and that's what he said. He's riding in the car, and he goes, "Is this your car, man?" I said, "Yeah." He said, "It sure is ugly." It was beautiful. I loved it. I paid $10,000 for it, brand new.
It looked like it had been cut off at the end, you know, kind of smashed.
Like the Prius.
Yeah, it looked like a Prius. And he paid a lot of money. He got it stolen out of the shop. He took it into the shop to get it repaired. It got stolen out of the shop, and it came back a month later with a cracked windshield and a "I Conquered the Baja" sticker on it. You know, sure is ugly.
I ended up buying, or actually, it was a birthday gift was a '77 Corniche Rolls Royce. And I had a great time with that one. I drove around Europe, around France, Belgium, and
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam. The only problem with it was that the European gas things wouldn't go into the gas tank, so I had a jury rig, a plastic kind of thing where a funnel. You know, but I'm Canadian, so you know it worked out okay.
And he bought a Cadillac too.
No, I leased a Cadillac.
Oh, you leased a Cadillac. When everybody was buying Mercedes, BMWs, Maserati, he buys a Cadillac.
Yeah.
And it looked like a Jewish pimp car.
It was pretty ugly. My wife hated it. Everybody hated it. I loved it though. I always wanted a Cadillac.
It was a nice car.
Yeah, nice one.
Oh.
I'm restoring cars now. I'm restoring a 1959 Jaguar. It's a four-door sedan. Looks like a Silver Cloud Rolls Royce. And it's sitting in this guy's yard. Went to a party and I saw it, I liked it, and he goes, "You want it, you got it." He gave it to me. Just sign me the paper, he signed me the pink slip. So I'm restoring it. But what I'm doing, I'm restoring a couple of cars, and then I'm going to auction them off, and the money goes to charities. I'm starting a charity. And so I got a car habit, you know, and so I'm going to satisfy my car habit by giving the money to charities.
That's why his wife made him get a house with no front lawn, because the cars would end up on the front lawn.
Me, I'm waiting for an all-electric. In fact, I'm getting one. It's a all-electric Porsche, plug-in. A friend of mine's making it, and that's going to be my dream car. I want to get off the gas thing altogether, drive electric.
I want the biggest gas guzzler you could get. I want a Maybach. Those are really luxurious. I mean, that's in the Chicano DNA, man. A nice cruiser, lowrider, class, cush car. That's the kind of cars I like.